Hey guys, Fox here. This is going to be an exciting one, especially for me, of course. But it's going to be a great episode for the Working Designs Hunt. I got 3 Saturn games here, including one being a personal holy grail. Very excited about that. And to include a couple of books. So this has been a great past, I don't know, about 2-3 months of hunting for Working Designs games and merch. But I did get a little bonus from work, so it allowed me to hunt down for a good price that Holy Grail game. But first, let's talk about one of the lesser titles for the Sega Saturn done by Working Designs, and that is Iron Storm. This is just a pretty basic strategy war game. I remember my friend's dad playing this a lot, thinking it's cool because he was all into the World War II stuff and the models and all that crap. I only played this one a little bit way back when, and didn't really catch with me. I do want to give it another shot now that I'm more interested in these historical style strategy games, but we'll see how it goes. It's definitely the less popular, and that also shows in its price, because this one typically goes for around anywhere between $70 and $100, so pretty reasonable considering for a Sega Saturn game, and very reasonable for a Working Designs published game. So that's the first one. Next one was one that I found at a local store for a very good price. He knew I was looking for Working Design stuff, gave me a quick call when he got this in, and I went in, looked at it, and negotiated a good price on this one. And that is Shining Wisdom. This is actually a pretty good little action RPG. When I popped it in to test and to record a short for it, I played it for a while and had a lot of fun. So this is pretty good. I like the contest to win $10,000. I need to actually really look into that to see if anybody actually won that contest that they were advertising on the front there. But yeah, this one's pretty good. It kind of reminds me a little Zelda-ish. You got these 3D chibi models through, especially the long part of the intro movie, if you will. But yeah, it's a pretty competent game and a lot of fun. And I negotiated with the store owner on this game, and due to, you probably can't tell in the video, but the whites on this here and on the spines is a little discolored. And you would almost think that maybe this was in a smoker's house. It doesn't smell like it, but it kind of looks like it. But due to that fact, I was able to talk him down and ended up paying $170 for it. And I thought that was a really reasonable deal. Here's a look at the disc and the back art of the manual. So yeah, excited, and this is actually a pretty good title to play. And it does have its registration card as well. I can get it out to show you here without hurting the manual at all. Oh, and this was a big thing. I didn't even know this was in here when I bought the game, because he didn't mention it because it was shoved into the manual like that. We'll look at this in a second. But yeah, so here's the registration card attached. Not pre-filled out. I do have one where somebody kind of filled it out. And there's a map. Pretty cool. Very Zelda-ish. But yeah, so super happy to have this one. Let me put this in here. But that little insert is for like merch, promo items that Working Designs included in a lot of their games here. And it's something I've been looking for a long time, because out of all the Working Designs titles I have yet to find one of these. And I got lucky. This one was in there. And it shows off the posters that you could have got. And I constantly look for just random Working Design stuff on eBay to see if I could find any of these merch promo items, and I never see the posters. The pins I rarely do, and as you know, I do have the Dragon Force one and the Grail Lancer 2, but I never see the others. I've seen the Lunar one a couple times, but it always goes for crazy high bids, and I've seen the Iron Storm one once. The hats, never see them, nor the watches. I would love to have a Dragon Force watch, but I don't see those. And then you got the shirts, which have just some of this this poster stuff right here. They just printed on a shirt. I'm sure the shirts aren't anything special to look at, but yeah, never see them at all. And on the other side, they have their games that you could order, and these cheap prices. Man, if I would have known, I would have ordered all kinds of this stuff. But yeah, very happy to find one of these inserts. So extremely happy. All right, and for the final game and the Holy Grail item, I'm sure a lot of you have guessed what it is, as it is one of the more expensive games on the Saturn, and it's also the last North American release, I'm pretty sure. So, and that is Magic Knight Rayearth. Yeah, very excited to get this. Got this one at a store too, through a consignment sale, but he was asking a great price on it. This game has skyrocketed, especially over the COVID years. If you look at the trends on like price charting and stuff like that, you could see that around COVID is when it started to spike up heavily, and then it got well over $1,000 for a complete copy. And it's been recent that it's been dropping. You can sometimes find some copies for sale in the $800 to $900 range, and I agreed on a pickup with shipping and everything at a flat $800. Only reason I was able to dump that kind of money into a single game is due to my work giving out annual bonuses, and I had some extra money, so I went ahead and said, you know what, it's time to get one of my Holy Grails. So I'm very happy to have this, and it is complete too, which I will show the manual, because this manual is a little extra special because it has not just a registration card. Here's the back of the manual. There's the registration card. But it also had sticker sheets back here. And they are all there. Got the RAM card stickers and just some random character stickers. Very cool. Very excited that all the stickers are there, because sometimes a lot of the ones I find, they're usually missing one or two stickers. So super happy to have this. 3 main characters. There are 3 disc variants for this game, featuring each of the characters: Kuro, Umi, and Fu. And the disc I have is for Umi. I'll show you that right now. Here's Umi. And it was so complete that it even included the little foam insert to hold against the disc. So yeah, guys, really thrilled to finally get a big ticket Holy Grail item, especially for my Working Designs collection. And finally, let's move on to a couple smaller pieces. I got the original Lunar Silver Star official strategy guide. And this one was helped done by Working Designs and another publisher. Forgot who it was, but got a couple artists there. I don't know if it mentions it, but yeah, Sandwich Islands, that's right. So it's all in black and white, but it's still pretty well done. It's nothing super exciting, but it walks through everything, all the items, the enemies, maps. It's a good little guide, especially for to go with the Sega CD release. So this was really good condition, and I found this one on eBay. A guy had it just sitting there as a brand new listing, and was set for I believe it was $28.99. So I just bought it immediately. I usually find these going for anywhere from 40 to 80 bucks. So finding one for under that going rate was super exciting, so I can add it to my Working Designs strategy guide collection. And lastly, I got a tip from this because I didn't even know this existed from watching Bublin's video, and he often picks up gaming related magazines, and in one of his pickup videos he showed off this issue from Game Informer featuring Lunar Eternal Blue, which I was like, wow, I didn't know Working Designs had any magazine front covers or were willing to pay the money to put their games on the front cover. So I immediately messaged him. I was like, whoa, what issue is that? So I can order it August 95. So I found there wasn't very many copies on eBay, maybe 2. And this one was still intact and not falling apart. But real happy to find that. And this is actually a really cool magazine. So it has a fold out for the front cover here. Little killer instinct there. But not only does it have Lunar, but it also has a little talk about Chrono Trigger in this little Lost in Time giveaway. So I thought that's kind of cool. Love these old, like 90s, especially the early to mid 90s gaming magazines. I'm gonna flip through and find the pages where it talks about Lunar. It's right up front there. So here we go. Here's their spread. About a 2-page spread. It might be longer. I'll have to flip it over and see. But yeah, really cool. I don't know if there are any other. Oh yeah, there's a couple more pages. Any more Working Designs related magazine covers or not? I really tried to do some heavy research to see if I could find anything, and it's kind of hard to figure that out. So I don't know if you noticed that the scores here for Eternal Blue is pretty favorable. You got a 9, a 9.25, and an 8.25. Andy didn't agree with the other two, apparently. But yeah, very cool. Really happy to find that. If you guys, just for shits and giggles here's the Chrono Trigger article here. Pretty cool. So it was a really good magazine. I was happy to find that, and thanks to Bubbling for kind of showing that to me. So anyways, guys, if you guys know of any other magazines that feature some working design stuff, hey, leave a comment, let me know. I'd like to hunt those down. But after this big haul of Sega Saturn games, I'm only missing one more Sega Saturn working designs title, and that's Sega Ages, which is that little compilation game with like Afterburner and whatnot. I think it's only 3 titles, but that one commands a pretty decent price too. I think that's the second most expensive working designs title for the Sega Saturn, but I see it in all kinds of range of prices, as low as like $250, but it can go as high as $600. It's pretty crazy. But I'm gonna be patient. After spending a crap ton of money on just 3 working designs games over the last couple months, I would like to wait a little bit and build up a little more capital to put towards this collection. So, all right, guys, thanks for watching.